Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. Some days back, the issue of insecurity has become so rampant in the southeast that the Indi was generally asked the question, where is Ebubagu, the regional security outfit of the southeast? But as we speak, Ebubagu has decided to show that they are actually alive and they are in the news. But for the reasons we do not know yet, we're going to give you a moment to find out what it is. And you also realize also from the comments made by a lot of observers why they personally prefer Eastern Security Network than Ebubagu. But before we go to the news proper, I would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, as we speak, there's currently tension in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State capital, after members of the Ebubagu security network shut down new building materials in the state. It's actually this is serious. Now you're going to find out why it is so. We're speaking, our correspondent in Abakaliki, some of the traders said members of Ebubagu stormed the new building materials in the early hours of Wednesday morning and locked up the place. New building is like a place, as in some sort of shopping mall of some sort. A trader who spoke with our correspondent on the condition of anonymity said they were asked to pay the sum of 500,000 naira to compensate the owners of the land. What for? Why? Is Ebubagu now for such? What happened to police officers? Are they not supposed to be using police officers for that? Instead of a vigilante group that is actually formed, yet to be backed up fully by law. Let us continue with the news. When we couldn't pay the money, that's the traders now talking, the one that doesn't want name mentioned. He said when we couldn't pay the money, they sent Ebubagu to come and lock up our businesses. You can see the whole place is shut down. The trader told our correspondent, have you now seen why some persons, when they call this issue of a vigilante, we should be using vigilante to curb the issue of insecurity? People are always scared that when they have state securities like this, or local vigilantes, they can be used to victimize people. There are many things that is actually affecting that's actually going down in southeast. The list of their worries should be personal vendetta between one big Mongol and the other, or one businessman or the other. If we have many things lined up for them, we are not even hearing them in the news for such. Instead, we are hearing that they are going to go and allegedly intimidate or no, these are things that are strictly for police officers to handle. Go and report it to the police station and let the issue be settled one way or the other. I'm not even exonerating. I'm only saying that at this rate, Ebubagu have too many things. They should not find themselves mingling themselves into things that does not concern them. What is it part of their jurisdiction? Look at the level of insecurity. Let's go to the newspaper. Let's find out what Nigerians are saying. A lot of people have taken to the social media handle to react, and the reactions are actually not very friendly. This one here is saying, no wonder the people accepted Eastern Security Network and rejected Ebubagu. Ebubagu is nothing but a political tool to do the dirty works of our politicians. Wow, this is serious. This one here is saying, this is the Southeastern governors' way of doing their things. They will use this group to intimidate the people of Southeast with confidence because they are backed by constituted authority. I doubt these ones can combat UGM. These ones will only be settling community disputes, girlfriend and boyfriend cases, and maybe collecting revenue from market traders. And that's actually a problem. If they begin to start their journey of security network or policing or trying to curb crimes by doing petty trading or petty crimes, then they have reduced their worth. Look at Amoteku that was created. You rarely would hear, maybe it does exist, but probably in barest minimum. You rarely will hear that they're into communal issues, issues of somebody to compensate 1 naira, 2 naira, and you took the land, you don't want to pay. That's not what they were created for. They know what they were created for. They're strictly into the issue of open grazing. That's their jurisdiction, and they're trying to follow it. And if they continue in that manner, they will garner and gain respect of the people. they will gonna get rid of people. The people would easily, each time there's an issue of insecurity, they will not hesitate to keep calling them out. Say, look, please come this way. Something like this is happening. But if Ebubagu begins to, at this rate, begin to go into issues of business problems with personal individuals, then they're reducing their worth too early. Nigerians have been asking, Southeasterners have been asking, those living in the Southeast have been wondering if those in Imo, Enugu, Anambra, Ebonyi, and the likes, have been asking, where is Ebubagu? So people are even saying that it was actually done on paperwork, that the Ebubagu is non-existent. But here again, just yesterday, some days back, where is the Ebubagu? Now they've answered, but they're answering in the wrong manner. If you ask me, I think those who created them should actually call them back into the drawing board and probably give them their job functions. Say, look, this is your job function, except when there is, in fact, worst case scenario, if they bring the case to you, transfer it to the police, so that this thing that is happening in South East, they can just settle it once and for all. I feel that if they continue in this light, they would definitely drive the love of the people straight to ESN. Well, if some persons are saying, there's also according to some comments, some persons are saying that also settling such dispute is also part of their function. Okay, it could be part of their function if the South is in peace, if there's no chaotic activities going on. But right now, there are heavier and weightier matters demanding and dragging for their attention. That issue of paying compensation of 500,000, arresting them, is the least of the problems. I feel also that can be settled. Even traditional ruler in that area, if it's really not a full-blown city, can actually be looked into. And if it's a case of land dispute, I'm sure they were bought from a community, and if they were bought from a community, they can settle this amongst themselves if there's need for compensation, rather than using them as an intimidating tool. Because if this continues, after a while, even the poor masses who live in the Southeast will not have faith in them. They begin to say, is that not the people that they use to intimidate us? Look, let's watch it, so that at the end of the day, people will not even begin to look at this issue of using vigilantes as a state policing and try to stop it. These are one of the hard cores. These are one of the things Nigerians were scared of when the issue of a vigilante comes up, when the issue of restructuring comes up. People were of the opinion that some of these state policing or vigilantes may be used to shut down opposition voices in individual states once the time for politics comes in election and electioneering comes in. And it's beginning to play up bit by bit. And I feel at this rate they should begin to watch it now and see how they can reduce it to cut it in the net before it goes haywire. Let's go wrap it up. Let's meet in that conversation, please. What's your take?